Yes Bank presents the 67th Indian Independence Day celebrations in the USA in association with MoneyGram.
Hello, I'm Anand Narasimhan and thanks for joining us on this very special broadcast here on Times Now. The 15th of August, a day that holds great significance in the life of every Indian, a day that reminds you of your bond with your motherland, a day that helps us to truly understand the meaning of being free, a day that instills a feeling of pride and the sense of brotherhood and openness in every Indian. And these are the very feelings that are also experienced by those who live in a land away from home. In this special broadcast, we'll show you how Indians living in the United States of America celebrate the Independence Day with great pride, joy and fervour. We will cut across live to the 33rd India Day Parade in New York. But first up, here's how Chicago celebrated the nation's 67th Independence Day.
The tricolour flying high. A sense of pride and joy as they sing and dance, marking the 67th Independence Day in a place that has been their home away from home.
If unity in diversity is a theme in India, it certainly is here at the India Day Parade in Chicago. The United States being a melting pot from Indians all over India.
Indians belonging to various communities coming together at Devon Avenue in Chicago, putting up this big display of their national pride.
It's a great feeling to be, I'm born in India, but have the love for my country. And every 15th August, obviously we don't have a parade on the 15th August, it falls on the weekend. But every year the crowd gets bigger and better, and the biggest part is that the youth is getting involved.
And to grace the event with her special presence was Bollywood actress Soha Ali Khan. Amidst the fanfare and a sense of patriotism in the air, every Indian had just this to say, that be it any corner of the world, you will always remain an Indian at heart.
This is the best way to celebrate the 67th Independence Day outside India. I think I congratulate all the people of Chicago and the Midwest to have joined us in this fabulous and colorful celebration.
The annual tradition dates back to at least 25 years and is a witness of just how every Indian American has a deep love for his or her motherland.
That's how Indians here are. You take Indians out of India, but you cannot take the Indianness out of them. 4 times now, celebrating India's Independence Day Parade in Chicago, Shalini Parekh.
Natasha, over to you. I believe you are with Anna Hazare.
This parade, which is themed the March for Lasting Peace. Anna जी बताइए, आपको कैसा लग रहा है यहाँ न्यूयॉर्क आ रहे?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है।
और बताइए, आपका मैसेज जो इंडियन डायस्पोरा और एनआरआईज ने बहुत लिया है मैसेज और आगे भी बढ़ाया है, उनका आपको क्या सपोर्ट मिला है अभी तक और क्या सपोर्ट आप देखना चाहते हैं?
एक अच्छी बात है कि FIA एक भारतीय संगठन 5 लाख लोग इकट्ठा कर ये प्रोग्राम को जो मना रहे हैं अपने मातृभूमि के लिए, जो प्यार की बातें हैं वो पूरी अमेरिका में नहीं भारत में भी वो प्यार फैला रहे हैं। वो मुझे बहुत महत्वपूर्ण लगता है कि अमेरिका में रहते हुए हमारा तिरंगा ध्वज है, प्राण से प्रिय है, उस झंडे को ऊंचा रखने का काम जो कर रहे हैं वो मुझे बहुत महत्वपूर्ण लगता है। तिरंगा का जो ध्वज है उसको ऊंचा रखना, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, वो काम जो कर रहे हैं वो मुझे महत्व लगता है।
और अन्ना जी, आप यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में लगभग 2 हफ्ते के लिए रहेंगे और इस समय आप कांग्रेस मेकर्स से भी मीटिंग्स रखेंगे। आप ये बताइए कि आप किस चीजों के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं?
2 आठवडे आपण काँग्रेस इथे अमेरिकेत आहात आणि याच्या निमित्ताने आपण वेगवेगळ्या ठिकाणी भेटणार आहे इथले राज्यकर्ते, काँग्रेसमन, तर काय चर्चा होईल, काय विषय असेल, काय चर्चा असेल?
नहीं, हम तो ये चाहते हैं अपने अपने जगह पर कोई पॉलिटिशियन पार्टी है, सोशल है, हम ये देश में ये बात सोचना है हमारे विश्व में शांति कैसे आ जाए, शांति कैसे रहे, इसके बारे में सोचना है। जैसे हम लोग आज तक 20 साल में इतना आंदोलन किया और अभी हमारा लास्ट आंदोलन हुआ दिल्ली में, करोड़ों लोग रास्ते रोक रहे हैं। करोड़ों लोग रास्ते पर उतर गए, किसी ने एक पत्थर तक नहीं उठाया। तो हमें क्रांति ऐसी होनी चाहिए, आत्मक्लेश हम नहीं करना, उनकी संवेदना लोगों को होनी चाहिए, ऐसे क्रांति होना चाहिए। आज दुनिया में क्रांति हो रही है, लोगों के मुर्दे पड़ रहे हैं, राष्ट्रीय प्रॉपर्टी का पूरे संपत्ति का नुकसान हो रहा है, इंडिविजुअल प्रॉपर्टी का नुकसान हो रहा है। ये सही क्रांति नहीं। क्रांति ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि आत्मक्लेश हमने करना और उसकी संवेदना लोगों को होना। जैसे हम लोग अभी किया, करोड़ों लोग रास्ते पर आ गए, किसी ने पत्थर तक नहीं उठाया। दुनिया में चर्चा हो रही है, दुनिया में चर्चा हो रही है।
Thank you, Anna ji.
We are expecting about 100,000 people to turn up for the parade this time, and plenty of attractions for them, isn't it? Right from the Grand Marshal to Anna Hazare to the chief guest, former Army Chief General V.K. Singh. We believe even Sarat Kumar and Radhika, the South India stars, they're also present there.
That's right. And also we're going to be having the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Winston will also be here. And so this parade has now taken off down Madison Avenue. The floats have started going down Madison Avenue. They actually only go over a period of 11 blocks, which is about half a mile. So the distance is not very long, but total they're going to be about 38 floats. They're going to be dozens of marching groups, and all of them showcasing not just the Indian diaspora here in the United States, but also showcasing the different regional associations of India that are here in New York, in the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey and Connecticut. Now the theme of this year's parade is March for Lasting Peace, and that is why they had the anti-corruption crusader Anna Hazare here. In fact, joining us now is one of the representatives of the organization that's behind the annual parade. This is Ankur Vedya. He's the treasurer of the Federation of Indian Associations. Tell us about what are the highlights we can expect in this year's parade.
The highlights are the colorful floats, as you can see behind me. The second car, the yellow car, is the Prime Minister of Antigua, Honorable Baldwin Spencer, will be pulling in very shortly. We have 42 floats, a lot of them representing our corporate Indian companies that have supported the parade over the years. As you will see, I'm sure in the near future, about in a couple of hours, we have Red Fort, which is going to start, which is already inaugurated on 23rd Avenue. I believe the current stature is there's over 100,000 people already and counting. So we're looking to break all records. We are looking to hoist the flag of India in New York. Jai Hind, and join us.
Let's just go across to Harry. He's had a quick chat with the Grand Marshal, Vidya Balan.
Miss Vidya Balan, ma'am, welcome to the United States of America. How do you feel?
Thank you. It feels wonderful seeing so many fellow Indians on the streets. And it's a big, big honor for me to be the Grand Marshal at this year's India Day Parade. Thanks to the FIA, Sanjay Bhai, I'm having a lovely time.
Any personal message that you would like to give to all the Indians who are watching you all across the world?
We are the best. We need to recognize that first before the world can.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have with us now the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Winston Baldwin. And let's talk to him a little bit about why he's taking part in the India Day Parade. Tell us, sir, why are you here at this India Day Parade?
Well, first of all, I am humbled and delighted to have been invited to participate in this India Parade here, Independence Day. I am very delighted to be able to do this. I feel very much a part of India. You know, I'm from Antigua Barbuda in the Caribbean, and of course there has been an association historically with India and the Caribbean, so I'm extremely pleased to be participating in this activity here today.
Well, thank you so much for your presence on our live broadcast, Prime Minister. Now this car, let's look at this car, the Lamborghini that's going to go down also as part of the annual India Day Parade. In fact, it has started moving, and this yellow Lamborghini will now join the Madison Avenue as the parade proceeds on its way from 38th and Madison down to 27th and Madison, which is where the parade ends.
Natasha, just stay on with us. Plenty of questions coming your way. There's a lot of activity happening all around. Harry has also been a busy man down on ground. He's already had a chat with the Grand Marshal. Harry, what's happening around you? Where are you exactly? There seems to be a lot of activity, plenty of floats coming in.
Sir, I'm on East 36th Street and Madison Avenue. Mr. Anna Hazare just passed me. Right now, the Brahma Kumaris are walking towards 36th Street. Slowly the parade is progressing, and like I was saying before, the numbers have crossed 100,000. The attendees, usually 100,000 is expected, but that number has gone way far. I was just talking to General V.K. Singh. You might be able to show that, and the feeling is so mutual. Unity in diversity. It's not just Indians here. The word that we love to use is Desi.
Harry, I'll come back to you in a bit. We just play out. You had a chat with the former army chief, who's also a chief guest at the 33rd edition of the India Day Parade, isn't it, General V.K. Singh? Let's listen to what he had to say.
I have General V.K. Singh. Sir, Jai Hind, how are you?
Jai Hind, absolutely fine. It's a real festive occasion, and I think the Indian community is celebrating it very well.
Sir, you have served the Indian country, and I don't need to introduce you to the audiences across the world. You have done so much for the country. When you come here and you see the Indian diaspora, what we have done over here, this is the 33rd year that this parade is happening. How do you feel? What are the emotions?
See, the very fact that you can see the spirit of nationalism, the way they are waving the flags, the way the spirit is, I think it really makes you feel proud.
The crowd just picking up, the floats are on, the mood is very, very upbeat. There you see Sharat Kumar and Radhika, his wife, both of them actors in Tamil cinema, and they also run their production houses, but very strongly connected with the diaspora present in the United States. They are there as guest of honor for the India Day Parade in New York. These are visuals from another part of Madison Avenue, where there are more celebrations, more people out on the streets, and you look on the sidewalks to the top left of your screen are the number of people who have gathered. And Natasha, like we expected, the number is far greater than the previous years, and this time we are expecting them to touch more than about 125,000 people there, isn't it, at Madison Avenue?
That's very right, and now we're actually joined by one of the sponsors of this huge parade, MoneyGram. Now, MoneyGram is a money transfer company. Let's talk to them about why they decided to support this parade. Now, Mr. Daniels, you're representing MoneyGram here at the parade. What is it about the India Day Parade that you wanted to support?
Well, to show the unity and support of India, Sare jahan se acha, Hindustan hamara. MoneyGram has been with India for a long time, and we have about 40,000 locations all over India. We have the India Post Office and various banks, even in the US. Besides the ethnic Indian locations in various communities across the country, we have the Walmart, the CVS, which service our consumers. Many people use our service because it's convenient. In about 10 minutes, you get the money in India in cash. So it's a great service, very cost effective, and the most effective and most attractive exchange rate. So people use our service all over the world, and it's growing. We have about 200,000 locations worldwide.
Thank you so much. That was MoneyGram, which is one of the sponsors of this parade. And now let's show you a little bit about our vantage point and what we are seeing from here. We can pan across to see now down Madison Avenue. You can see several floats, including from Hacks, which is a construction company. And ahead of that parade are a series of floats and marching groups. Also, right next to us is also the Dunkin' Donuts parade. Let's pan now to show you the action on the Dunkin' Donuts float. Of course, who wouldn't like to have a cup of coffee? So this is really a mix of businesses which are now taking part in this parade. And behind the Dunkin' Donuts float is the incredible India float that has been an incredibly successful ad campaign for India, which has been running now in the United States for several years. Incredible India highlights the tourism aspects of India, and clearly India is now trying to draw more tourists to the various attractions of India. And behind the incredible India float, you have our very own Times Now and Zoom float right there in the distance. Now, Times Now has been in the United States for a few years. It's one of the few Indian networks that is broadcast live here in the United States, and of course, the sister network is Zoom. So Times Now making a presence also at this annual India Day parade down Madison Avenue here in New York. And now back to you in the studio.
But these floats seem to be taking a particular route. So how far are they from the review stand? And how far are you from the review stand? And what's going to happen over the course of the next 90-odd minutes?
Well, what's going to happen now at the end of this parade is there's going to be a fair, a mela of sorts. And in that fair, there'll be about 38 booths that will be participating. And apart from those booths, there will also be a huge cultural program in which participants will be the winners of a dance competition out here in the United States called Dance by Chance. So basically, there'll be food, there'll be entertainment. Vidya Balan will also come on stage for that cultural entertainment section, and there will be several businesses with their booths who want to reach out to the Indian community. And these are not just Indian businesses, but also American businesses that are hoping to reach out to the Indian diaspora here in the US. So that will start roughly at about 3 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States and will continue for about 3 hours. It's going to be in the Madison Square Park, and we will, at that stage, see even more Indians gather, because a lot of people who don't come to see the parade actually come for that fair or that mela at the end of the parade.
The guests have reached the review stand. The parades and the floats will pass that in just a bit. We'll go back to that in just a bit. Harry caught up with Sharat Kumar and Radhika, who are also guests of honor at the 33rd edition of the India Day Parade in New York. Let's take a listen to what they had to say.
On the float of American Tamil Sangam, I have with me the legendary actor. He's known as the supreme actor of South India, Mr. Sharat Kumar, and his lovely wife Radhika. How are you, sir?
I'm fine and really happy to be here on this the biggest event that is happening outside India. I'm really proud to be a part of this Independence Day celebration in New York.
Now, you are a journalist, you're a writer, you're the supreme actor. You are also the president of South Asian Indian artists. Everything, 130 films under your banner. When you see this, over 100,000 people here, unity in diversity, what's the emotion, sir?
It really, shows how patriotic the Indians living outside the country, and they feel for the country. And we have been seeing some notices being issued, pamphlets mentioning how to get back to India and be a part of the system and try to improve our system. And really patriotic feeling that they show over here is, I think, truly really nice. It's patriotic in nature.
Any personal message that you would like to give to the audiences across the world?
Across the world, I think India is a great country, and united we could be one of the, I would say, the most powerful country in the world economically and socially. We could have our culture has got so much of depth, and I'm sure we'll do very well with all the Indians living outside the country. Try to get back to our country in some form, other with the brain drain that has happened. I think the reverse will also work better.
I'm not going to miss the opportunity of talking to you, the lovely actress. You have gone a step ahead. Tamil, Telugu, Kannada. As a matter of fact, more than numbers of the Hindi film. How do you feel being here, ma'am?
I'm really proud to be here today. I'm so proud to be an Indian. And, when you come so many miles across and then you see so many people here today celebrating this big event, it's really such an awesome feeling, and words fail you.
Well, you guys make a lovely couple. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, the South Indian actors Sharat Kumar and his lovely wife Radhika with their son Rahul. This is Harry Malhotra for Times Now. Back to the studio.
Natasha Israni also with us. Natasha, where have you made your way to? The crowds are pouring in. The numbers are growing by the minute, isn't it? We see it's a full street. as far as the camera can see.
That's right, absolutely. This entire Madison Avenue is now awash with all kinds of colors from India. And of course, apart from the floats, it's the people who've actually come to watch this parade, who spend hours queuing up here to watch this parade, who are equally important to this historic parade.
Well, if you just saw it 10 seconds ago, can you guys do it again? Can you guys just do it again for 5 seconds? One more time, let's do this. I hope you're watching me right now. This is just crazy. Let's go. As you can see, this is the first time ever on New York City that you will see a dhol player and mridang player and other drums being
Harry, I think we got to tell our viewers
so much,
that seems to be the group from the Overseas Malayali Association, because that is all instruments played in Kerala. And it is fantastic to see them right out on the streets of Madison Avenue. Let's go across to Natasha Israni. Natasha, where are you? Your cameras is also picking up some action.
Well, right now we're in the middle of the parade route down Madison Avenue, and just behind me, what you're seeing on the screen right now is a group from the Siddhi Vinayak temple. In fact, this is one of the largest participating groups in the parade with a total of about 300 participants. So now let's try and talk to one of the participants from the Siddhi Vinayak group. So tell us, what is your name and tell us about taking part in the
My name is Dr. Prabhat Sinha, and we are the trustee for the Siddhi Vinayak temple. And we are making a Siddhi Vinayak temple in New Jersey with the help of Siddhi Vinayak in Mumbai. So our goal is to make a temple and put all the Indian people together in New Jersey and New York and Connecticut tri-state area.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you've organized out here. How many people do you have, and what will they be doing as they go down Madison Avenue?
We have a Gandharv, Tasa and band party who are going to do the Indian classical dance on the street. And with the dhol and the classical dance from the India.
So clearly we'll be hearing more sounds of India reverberating through this parade. And now let's pan to the other side where we can see the other media floats which are also going to be here. This is the Indian Desi Talk, News India Times. These are all local US Indian media who have their separate float.
Plenty of corporate sponsors have turned up to support this effort by the Federation of India Associations over in America, who are trying to keep people away from their home, rooted and close, and allowing them to celebrate the year of independence, the 67th year of India's independence. We chatted up with one of the sponsors of MoneyGram. Let's also listen to what Dharmesh Desai from Yes Bank had to say.
Right at the beginning of the annual FIA India Day Parade in New York, we are joined by Dharmesh Desai of Yes Bank. They're also taking part in this parade today. So tell us, are you excited about the India Day Parade?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, good to see a crowd and a lot of Indians gathering here. So the environment is amazing here. It's great.
Tell us, why was it important for you to take part? What is it about Yes Bank wanting to take part in this year's parade?
So we are the fourth largest bank in India currently, Yes Bank, and we are here to be with Indians. We offer banking services to Indians back in India, and we offer the best interest rates to Indians. So that is where we are here, and we want to promote our bank across the globe, and that is where we are participating. So say yes to Yes Bank and yes to growth.
And have you seen over the past few years the growing clout of the Indian diaspora here in the United States? Is this also a testimony to that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way the Indians have been part of the growth, fueling the growth both in India and US, I mean, it's great to see Indians doing well across the world. So we are happy. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. That was Dharmesh Desai of Yes Bank at the annual India Day Parade in New York.
The number of sponsors have gone up, number of floats have gone up, and the people It's an unprecedented turnout, more than 100,000 plus. We're expecting about 125,000. It should be a record turnout at Madison Avenue.
हमारा ये तिरंगा है, ये हमें प्राण से प्रिय है। ये तिरंगा झंडा प्राण से प्रिय है। झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा। FIA ने इस झंडा को ऊंचा रखने का काम किया है। एक है, हम लोग ये परेड में शामिल हुए हैं। बहुत काम करना है आगे के लिए, देश के लिए। भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त भारत, भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त भारत को निर्माण करना, और दूसरा है कि हमारे देश की तरक्की कैसे करें हम। ये दो काम करना जरूरी है। एक काम तो देश के वासियों ने बहुत अच्छा किया कि 16 अगस्त 2011 का जो आंदोलन हुआ, करोड़ों लोग रास्ते पर उतर गए, करोड़ों लोग, लेकिन किसी ने एक पत्थर तक नहीं उठाया। ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण काम है। जैसे जन लोकपाल, एक कानून अभी आ रहा है, ये संसद में बिल रखा है। अगर जन लोकपाल आ गया तो कम से कम 50% से ज्यादा भ्रष्टाचार को ब्रेक लगेगा। वो शायद अभी पास होने वाला है इस अधिवेशन में। तो हम सब मिलकर भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त भारत और दूसरा भारत की तरक्की हम कैसे करें, विकास, ये दोनों काम देश के लिए बहुत जरूरी है। ये दोनों काम हम करना है। तो FIA की तरफ से हमारा जो स्वागत किया, इसलिए मैं FIA के सब चेयरमैन, वाइस चेयरमैन, सेक्रेटरी और सभी मेंबर के लिए धन्यवाद करता हूँ। भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, इंक्लाब जिंदाबाद, इंक्लाब जिंदाबाद। धन्यवाद।
Harry Malhotra, thanks for that, helping us get the audio of Anna Hazare addressing the gathering there right from the review stand. Let's go across to Natasha Estani. Natasha, where are you?
Well, we have now with us the State Bank of India group. In fact, the State Bank of India has been in the United States for about 42 years. This is the third time that this group is taking part in the parade. Tell us, why the State Bank of India here?
We are here for getting all the deposits and sending all the money to India. We are the best, we are the oldest. We have been taking part of more than 40 years since it has come in inception. We are one of the major sponsors. And no one can beat our rates, no one can beat our credit lines that we can give. So why not? Why not State Bank of India?
So clearly that's a plug for the State Bank of India. But apart from that, we're talking to a bunch of people out here who are living here in the United States, who represent the NRI community. A lot is said about how the NRI community in India is becoming more strong, more powerful, growing in numbers. How does it feel to be an NRI?
Our heart is always set in India. Wherever we are, whatever we do, we will always be Indians. NRI means non-resident Indian. We are not in India, but it feels good that that we are outside. We are seeing the world. It's a good city. It's a great city. But yes, we always pine for our country. We love India. Yes.
Well, clearly they all love India here at the State Bank of India group, which is going to be also marching down the Madison Avenue as they make their way towards the end of the parade.
It's a wonderful float and a fabulous theme, Natasha, but I'm going to just jump across to Harry there. He's got some more people. He's also dove into the thick of the action. Yes, Harry.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Harry Malhotra reporting live again for Times Now on the 33rd India Day Parade. We have executive committee members, Ms. Shruta Vutukuru, the Director of Multicultural Programming on Dish Network. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Now, all the way from Denver to New York City, how is the difference? I know all the channels on Dish Network, especially Times Now and others, you are the main person that makes it happen. What's your personal message to the people who are watching you worldwide?
Oh, Absolutely, to enjoy it, to feel the energy and to be there for your community and to completely support your community in and out, no matter where you are in the world. It's exciting, and I'm really glad that Dish Network has always been there for the last 10 years and 50 more years to continue to support the community this way. So very, very excited to be here.
One more question, ma'am. Dish Network is the national platform with amazing thousands of channels. What kind of an impact does the Indian package make on Dish Network?
It makes a huge impact. That is one of the key things that brings your culture, your community back into the homes of all those people who live in US, right? And that's the only platform where you have all kinds of channels that you desire and your folks have been watching back home to your living rooms here, right? So we feel great, honored and excited to be part of the South Asian culture, and we continue to hope that we continue to bring the best content to you forward.
But we got to tell our viewers, to put things in perspective for our Indian viewers, that this is also the year of the mayoral elections in New York, isn't it? So are some of the candidates present? Is the current mayor, Michael Bloomberg, also present there?
No, sir. Unfortunately, Mr. Michael Bloomberg couldn't join us today at this parade.
But do you have some of the other candidates canvassing there? Because it's a huge Indian diaspora that's turned out. It's about 120,000 people. So are they trying to reach out to this community that will form, you know, a huge chunk of the votes for the mayoral elections? Do you have any canvassing that you've been able to see around, or it's purely the Indian diaspora and them celebrating the 67th year of independence?
No, actually, September 10th is the mayoral elections. So people who are standing for the mayoral elections, people like Christina Ricci, John Liu. I had the chance of talking to Ms. Reshma, who's also running for the advocate office first in line after the mayor. So we did get a few bites of Christina, who is running through Democrat Party. The people who are running, some of the candidates are present in this parade.
Well, they're now very close to the end of the parade. There are only a few blocks towards this side, and then the parade is going to end me. And as you can see behind me, there are so many audience members here. There's so many people here who've come a very long way to take part in this parade and to look at the parade. We're actually joined by some Anna Hazare supporters. Anna ji was one of the main draws of this year's parade as he stood side by side with Vidya Balan. So tell us about why you're here.
We are here to support the cause, the movement which Anna has started in India, and we are with him, and we are with India. Although we are far from India, but our heart and soul is still in India.
It's interesting, but when Times Now was covering the anti-corruption crusades in India a couple of years back, we also covered a lot of marches in support of Anna Hazare's movement here, with the NRIs marching across the United States in places like San Francisco as well as New York. Tell us, even though you're so far away from India, why is corruption an issue for you even out here?
We think that corruption is a single big issue for India, and if the youth of India can understand that, we can take India to a new level, and we can have a bright future for India and the next generation. So we want everybody to understand and stand with Anna so that we can make a new India, and we are with him. We take a pride standing with him, and we want everyone to listen that and agree to that.
So I have a very colorful actor and character, Mr. Jagdish Patel, who's holding the flag of India, dressed in the traditional Indian dress. I'm on 28th Street, where the parade has almost ended. I think just one or two more floats. Jagdish ji, how are you?
I'm very good. You are watching the world largest India Day parade out of India, and since last 30 years we're doing that, and I'm a part of that parade, and I'm doing since last 20 years. I'm representing my स्टेट गुजरात, जो मैं रंगीला बना हूँ. गुजरात में उसको रंगीला रंगला बोलते हैं. वेरी नाइस. 2011 फरवरी से ये हमारी ये चैनल आई है यहाँ पर अमेरिका में. वो बहुत धूम मचा चुकी है, जुम मचा चुकी है. टाइम और इतने भी लोगों ने देखा है. एवरीबडी से दिस इज बेस्ट कवरेज. थैंक यू सर जी.
For these NRIs, home may be far away, but they haven't forgotten the significance of their national day. And so New Jersey's Indian community came out in droves to mark the Independence Day of the country where their roots lie. Their heads proudly held high, they hold the tricolour aloft, celebrating the day their country gained freedom.
Congratulations to all of you, all of you. All you non-resident Indians make us proud.
It's a privilege to be a part of this 9th IPA India Parade Day. Thank you so much.
As the procession displayed its patriotic fervour on the streets of New Jersey with much pomp, even some of the locals joined in the festivities.
This is an important day for the North Edison community, and it's an important day for the Y because the Y is all about community. We're thrilled to be here. It's great energy, it's very exciting, and this will be an annual event for us.
This Indian community of New Jersey truly exemplifies the spirit of patriotism, even in an alien land. Bureau Report, Times Now.
Now, the Indian diaspora here in the United States has been growing in clout. We are joined by a very influential family within the Indian diaspora, Ravi Batra, a very prominent lawyer and attorney, and his wife, Ranju. Let's talk to them a little bit about, when you see this parade down Madison Avenue, now in its 33rd edition, what goes through your mind? Are you thinking of India? Are you thinking about Indians here? What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of India. It's India all over. It's India in New York. It's India all over the world right now. And it's freedom in the air. That's what I see.
You know, Christopher Columbus never got lost. He just meant to find India in the United States, and we're here to declare that Christopher Columbus did the right job by showing up here in 1492. And hi, Christopher, because on today, everybody all over the world is Indian. Okay, and there is something very special about being Indian. We're religiously secular. We have freedom in our blood. We have tolerance. And we're pretty nice people. And we really work very, very hard. So I think the world is watching India grow in leaps and bounds. And I look forward to the United States coming to terms with the fact that as we have a special relationship with England, we need one even more so with India.
So here we have actually the chairman of the Federation of Indian Associations, the organization that hosts this parade and has been hosting this parade since 1981. Ramesh, let's talk to you. I mean, you've been hosting this parade since 1981, now in its 33rd year. How is it different from, say, the first few years?
The only difference is when we started, the parade was an infancy stage. Okay, there were not too many Indian population. The first parade was around 8,000 to 9,000. Now this is the 33rd India Day parade. If you go back and flash your memory, you will find out it is growing exponentially in terms of number of people. And we line up so many different dignitaries from different walk of life. The Prime Minister from Antigua is there, retired Chief of the Army is there, Anna Hazare is there. So every year you will see different dignitaries. Then this is the day we have to cherish the memory of those who sacrificed their lives for the independence from stupid British. That's what we are enjoying today.
Well, plenty happening there around the sidelines of the India Day parade, isn't it? Let's go back to the action, the festivities, the fervour. Harry Malhotra with some more people. Yes, Harry.
Welcome back, sir. We have people over here. As I said, the parade is almost coming to its end. Now, are you guys ready? What do you want to say? Vande Mataram, or do you want to sing the national anthem? Who knows the national anthem? Seriously, we're celebrating the India. Come over here. What do you want to say, guys? What's your name, ma'am?
Poonam.
And that's...
Vansh.
This is his first
parade.
Independence Day parade, first visit to New York.
And first visit to New York. From New Jersey. No, this is even my also first time.
Let's go across to Natasha Israni. Yes, Natasha.
Well, this has been a very exciting parade down Madison Avenue, and now we're reaching the end of the parade. So we are joined by a very diverse bunch of people representing India. We have a person from the FIA, the Federation of Indian Associations, that helped put together the parade. We have the most colorful character of the parade. Please, let's look at him very carefully. He's added a lot of color to this parade. And now I'm requesting this group of people to sing me a few lines of songs so that Indians in India can hear clearly the voice of the Indian diaspora here in New York. What would you like to sing to our audiences back?
हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा भारत माता की
भारत माता की
जय वंदे वंदे Thank you for having us. And this is an amazing parade. We were not expecting this many people, and every year, like I said, people are coming more and more in parade. So I think this is a very successful parade I've ever seen it in my 6 years of FIA history.
Okay, now let's talk to some of the people who are actually watching this parade. What did they think of this year's parade? Did they think it was different, bigger, badder, better than previous years? What did you think?
It was awesome, and the bridge between New York and India, Agra, was out of this world. Taj Mahal to Empire State Building. Bharat Mata ki Jai! Bharat Mata ki Jai! New York ki Jai! Let's New York ki Jai!
Raising a toast to Indians in New York, and let's also find out if anybody had a favorite float. Tell us what your favorite float was.
TV Asia!
We're joined by Sanjay Amin of Federation of Indian Associations, FIA. Now, FIA is an umbrella organization that's behind the annual India Day Parade, and this year is the 33rd edition of the annual India Day Parade. Sanjay, tell me, right now it's looking a little bit cloudy. Are you a little concerned about the rain?
I am not concerned about rain at all, because it's a rain or shine. A parade always goes on, and we have seen the people with the umbrella all over. Actually, it looked even more colorful when it was rain, because people had lots of umbrella and everything. So, and you can see right here, it doesn't matter whether it's rain or shine. People are going to be here, and people are here. So we are really happy to be here today.
Just going to go back to Harry for one quick word before we also show across celebrations coming in for the Independence Day celebrations across San Francisco, Chicago, Dallas. We've got plenty to share, but one quick word from Harry. Yes, Harry.
Yes, I'm on the last block of the parade. I have the VIP guest, Ms. Ami Parekh, and I have the people who have come from all across to enjoy this parade. Ami, what do you want to say about this parade?
I had an amazing time here, and it's such a beautiful atmosphere to be in the parade. It's very different watching it on TV and being here. It's amazing to be here.
It appears as if we are in India only. It appears what? As if we are in India only.
How long have you been in New York, sir?
Oh, here. Just 1 month.
Just 1 month, so you came from India?
Yes.
And you're enjoying the parade thoroughly?
Of course, very good.
Have you seen a parade over there, sir? Because I haven't.
Yeah, in my childhood.
It does remind you of India.
Yes, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like I said, the feeling is mutual. Vande Mataram.
Harry, it's been fabulous, and we can still hear the noise behind you. We see the colors. It's just fabulous that entire India Day Parade, the 33rd edition of which is being celebrated in New York, coming towards its end, the parade. But before we wind up and before we say goodbye to those fantastic visuals coming in, let's also share with our viewers some of the celebrations of the nation's 67th Independence Day across the length and breadth of America. More than 3 million people in America, Americans who have roots with India, who live in a land far away from home, but they still feel for India. These are the celebrations coming in from Dallas. Take a look.
They may be living oceans apart from home, but their ties with the motherland remain strong. And August 15th was the day to display the bond in Texas.
Bharat Mata ki Jai! Bharat Mata ki Jai! Bharat Mata ki
The NRI community in Dallas coming together to celebrate India's 67th Independence Day.
ਇੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦਾ ਇੰਡੀਪੈਂਡੈਂਸ ਡੇ ਮਨਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਸਾਰੀ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਬੱਚੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਜੋਏ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਗੇਮਾਂ ਲਿਆਂਦੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਸਟੇਜ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹਲੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਰੌਣਕਾਂ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ
The flavor of the day was of course Indian, from chanting of the national anthem to dancing to Bollywood music. A little India in Texas reliving the colors and spirit of Independence Day. Bureau Report, Times Now.
There's a lot happening there. That was a celebration in Dallas. We shared with you what's happening in some of the other parts in New Jersey, in Chicago. We'll also try and play out what happened in San Francisco in just a bit. But for the moment, let's just quickly dip back into the visuals coming in. The fag end of the India Day parade at Madison Avenue in New York. It's been an unprecedented turnout. The crowd's still around. The festivities will go on late into Sunday evening. As far as United States is concerned, or New York is concerned, it's early Monday morning here for all of our viewers in Mumbai, in India, beg your pardon. But quickly, let's listen to some more reactions coming in. Some of the people who've been participating, who've been regulars at the India Day parade over the years. Natasha and Harry were able to catch up with a few of them. Let's take a listen to what they had to say before we play out the celebrations from San Francisco.
The sponsors, the advertisers which make this parade possible are the main contributors of this parade. Now, Apna Bazaar is a lively and a homely name right here, not just in New York, but even outside New York. I have Mr. Johal, the owner of Apna Bazaar. Sir, how are you? Ki halat toda?
Yeah, very good. How are you, Harry? Apna Bazaar ਦੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਅਦਾਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਪੂਰੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਭਾਰਤ ਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਡੀਪੈਂਡੈਂਸ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ-ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਆ ਔਰ ਆਸ਼ਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੰਡੀਪੈਂਡੈਂਸ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ ਰਹੀਏ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਜ਼ਾਦੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਮੁੱਢਲਾ ਹੱਕ ਆ ਜੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਠਾਠਾ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਇਕੱਠ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ-ਬਹੁਤ ਮੇਰੀ ਤਰਫੋਂ ਵਧਾਈ
Joe Saab, thank you so much. Thanks for all the support that you give, not just to the India Day parade, but throughout the functions that happen in the community. Any personal message?
No, thank you, Harry bhai. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
The hustle and bustle is in the air. And this group of proud Indians from all over San Francisco are out to celebrate their 67th Independence Day. For years they have been away from their motherland and will not miss this opportunity to show their love for their country.
I think we come every year. We haven't stayed too long. We haven't been able to perform for a while. So this is our first time performing. But it makes it all more than worthwhile being able to perform and attend the festival.
And to see the younger generation follow the footsteps of their parents as part of this tradition is just overwhelming.
And I just like that even over here there's so many Indians that came out, there's so many people in general, all the kids that are performing. I think it's such an important experience for them to have. And that's something that I appreciated from my childhood.
And the chief guest at the event to pump up the energy was popular Bollywood actor Jimmy Shergill.
All right. Okay. We do need you to go back now real quickly for the next float prize. Come on, please, Mr. Shergill. We need you to come back and join with the next float.
They rarely visit India, and irrespective of their current postal address, celebrations like these show how at inside you're always a proud Indian. Bureau Report, Times Now.
Hope you enjoyed our coverage and also the celebrations of the India Day parade from Madison Avenue in New York, along with all the other cities of the United States of America. I'm Anand Narasimhan, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.